Hello, my name is Bruce Harrington, and I am your child's Pacific Northwest history teacher. And I would like to give you a little brief overview of what we will be learning this year. So Pacific Northwest history is aligned with OSPI standards. It is a graduation requirement and is the history of the Pacific Northwest, not just of the state of Washington, but of the geographic region that we call home. It is aligned with the essential learning targets of the state, but they are not necessarily taught in this order. So we will be touching on civics, the understanding of tribal treaties, Washington State Constitution and the laws of Washington, and the organization of our state government, not only the governor and the House of Representatives and the state Senate, but the county seats as well as tribal sovereignty. We'll also be delving into the economics of our state, early settlements and trading posts, the natural resources, and the development of industry. We'll be studying the geography and the geology of our region, understanding different geographic features of different regions, and how human interactions have impacted our environment, both for the good and for the bad. We'll also be just talking about the history, the settlement of indigenous peoples and how they came across the Bering Strait, the coastal and the plateau tribes, what makes them different from each other. And we'll study the early explorers, the westward expansion, Lewis and Clark and the Oregon Trail, the missionaries and the early settlers, the development of trading posts, the establishment of tribal treaties, Washington as a territory, and then becoming a state. The fifth EALR is our social studies skills, and that is using critical skills to analyze and evaluate positions, and then to use inquiry-based research to understand those positions. Those standards will be mixed together in the course of this year throughout the curriculum. I grade by standards-based grading, which is probably something you're used to from the elementary schools. Essentially, the 3 means you have met standards and are ready to progress onward. Anything lower than a 3 means that you could do some work to boost up your understanding of that EALR in order to meet that requirement. The schedule this year is different than we've had previously, of course, being online. And while we are in the red model, and I'm sure you're familiar with this schedule, I will be seeing my Pacific Northwest students Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They also have the opportunity to check in with me between 12:45 and 1:15 and 3:30 and 3 o'clock Monday through Friday at office hours. And I'll show you how your students can contact me. Every week I'll be posting what we're calling a WAG, a week at a glance. It will look something like this and be posted on Schoology. Every WAG has two ways they connect. This actually is a link. This photograph is a link, which will take them right to our Zoom class. And this right here is a link that will take them to my office hours. This appears at least 3 times on Schoology, on the updates, on the materials page, and on the weekly folder that will have their work in it. Essentially, it will talk about the materials that are needed, the learning targets. This will be the pacing guide, so our Mondays, Wednesdays, and the last one is a Friday, what we're going to be doing, and then anything that they need to submit. Should it be something that they need to submit, there'll be a link to where they're actually going to submit that evidence of learning. Here's an example under the material page. The links will show right here, and they can join the classrooms here. Here are the folders under which you will find another set of WAGs with the same link. So there's multiple ways your child can get into class or submit work. Different from other years, on your child's iPad, there will be 2 different Schoology buttons, a white one and a red one. The white one is the one we're familiar with and is actually the Schoology app button. The difference is that is not the same view that you see should you log in on a laptop. So if your child uses the white Schoology button, the view will be different from a laptop and they will not see the updates. So had you gone to update, you would see these first. If you use the white button, you will not see them because they don't appear as links. If you use the red button, they will show up. The red button is actually a web link that will take them to the exact same view they would see if they logged in on a computer. My suggestion is to log into our Zoom meetings and office hours using the red button, but submit work using the white button. The white button, since it's right there on the iPad, it will have a direct link to their Google Drive, and they'll be able to upload work much easier than if they used the red button and they needed to, it's more steps. The best ways to contact me are by email. All the assignments are in Schoology in the WAGs. Please be free to contact me if you have any questions. My number one goal is to help all the students to succeed as best as they are able. Every assignment can be modified to meet their needs. In saying that, I would like them to give it their best shot. And any questions that you have, please feel free to contact me. In this COVID time, please be safe and be well. If there's anything I can do, please reach out. Thank you very much and have a great evening.